Anyway, I want to point out about S- SB Vegas Adventures. They're brand new. They're brand new to Kenny Veach. But I want to show you how I get into trouble in these comments, and I've bitched about it for years. So he says, what is a sword killer? Well, I hit reply. Now look at what we've got. Hundreds of replies, and I don't even know who I'm replying to. I said, you have to keep in mind, I put sword killer's hideout to be funny. It turns out the tent was up higher a bit and was cleaned up by the Park Service. That is what they did. Jeff Claw likely sent them there when they saw the video and raced up to restore it, which is correct. They're great. You got this tent, that people are talking online, that you've got this tent and sword. They're going to go right up and restore the area, and they do perfect. But I said on my hikes, I did take pictures and videos across there and agonize. Shit, I could have been the one to find the sword. It turned out I was full of shit because the actual tent and sword was up higher. It was up higher, and so that gave me some peace. But and I put up further and to go up. Okay, now the tent and the sword. Okay, let's look at this. I first addressed it that like 6 months ago, I said where I thought the area was, and I was wrong. It was up higher. It was up a little bit higher. And so I said, what if he encountered a homeless nutcase? I want that backpack. I want that gun. And so I did do several uploads on the subject, but I never considered them plausible above more than 5%. But people most certainly do go up places and hike possibly for miles, and you end up far away and abandon your garbage. You're not going to go back to that tent. And what is there? An old goddamn sword with no value that can be gotten anytime. And then they go back and you're homeless or whatever, and it gets forgotten, and there's the goddamn sword. That sword is no $1 million sword. It's a common sword used by all homeless people. Where, well, I'll pull this out. And here's a piece of bamboo, but I'll pull it out. Guess what? There's a knife there. So the person abandoned. It did not make it back up. And I put, why would a hiker or hunter be carrying a sword? Because it was a homeless person, a nut. A nut. They all have them. Swords, knives, always bamboo. And you're sitting looking at a stick of bamboo, but wow, this is now magic. I pull out the handle, guess what? There's a knife in it. But as far as a tent, nobody sleeps in a tent. So that alone shows the person was either nuts or homeless or whatever. And to hike up and carry up a tent and sleep in a tent, who does that? Who does that? You just flop down in the gravel and sleep off and on while hiking. So that shows the person didn't know what they were doing. That's the first thing. They didn't know what they were doing, let alone to hike up there with a tent. But no, as far as my comments on a sword killer, I'll bring it up. Battery's still going, but as far as a sword killer, first of all, he goes up, chops off Kenny Veach's head with a sword and leaves the sword there. No, it was an abandoned, homeless place. So let me show you what I do. Now remember, SB Las Vegas, they are brand new. I mean, they are green. Green as green apples. But as far as the sword killer's hideout, What do you think I'm going to call it? There's a game warden's cabin. So yeah, you're damn right I put sword tank killer's hideout. Okay, actually, down here is where I thought it was. That's when SB, I think they're called SB Las Vegas Adventures. And I want to tell you this, they are going up there sneaking around. Because how could he have known about this? And he said he went up there and went over here, did this and that. And yet he played dumb with the mcave? No. He played dumb with the mcave? Well, I just want to look over here at the mcave. I have no interest in it. Okay, if he's been here, they aren't dummies. They're up there messing around, no doubt about it. But no, he did go over there, and it turns out that when Nuttall did his hike, as he went up cow camp. He went up cow camp and came up and dropped over. Well, the question is, why couldn't I figure that out? That the tent sword was here. It's because I've been in the area and I don't deeply analyze every goddamn person's footsteps. And then he described coming down, I'm working down, and then he finished up at the mcave. This is Scott Nuttall himself. He finished up at the mcave, and on this one, I think he worked down. You know, so I put Sword Killer's Hideout. It has to be there, but no, it's actually here. That's where the tent and sword was. At a common place where, you know, you climb up, you drop down, and that's where he filmed the tent and the sword. Okay, it's not that I was a moron. And remember, it's in very close. You can go up here and right to where the tent and sword was, but Park Service has cleaned it up. But as far as SB Las Vegas, no, I'm telling you, they are greener than green onions. But not necessarily, because if they're holding back because if they went over to here, I flat out assure you they're holding back. They know more than what they're saying. As if in their video. Well, I'm going to come up here to the mcave. Well, here it is. Here's the hidden mcave. We'll film that. There's the mcave. We know what it is. But we'll point the camera away from it. No way. They know what they're doing. But the thing is that mcave and all of that shit doesn't have nothing to do with Kenny Veach suicide. It's likely up here. So SB Las Vegas, they're still, I'm telling you, they are green. They're still looking at mcave shit. He put a cell phone there. And then the girl that committed suicide, she put her keys and stuff on top of the car. You know, not even a year and a half ago, she put her keys and stuff on top of the car and walked up to the heights. That is exactly why Kenny Veach took all the shit out of his pockets and put it right there. He went up and shot himself. Up here. But no, for SB Las Vegas or anybody that goes up there, why not go up and see the main sights? Why not go up here? There's the mcave. Well, he must have died up here. I'm going to go up there where thousands of people have been. You know, why not do it? But if you want to find Kenny Veach, it's just my opinion, is going to be up here. When he put the cell phone and keys, or not keys, but coins, that was it. And he wasn't going far after that. It will be in here. Do I know it? No, I don't. But that's where it will be. He went up. He went up and did it somewhere, you know, possibly over on this slope, and he's looking over Las Vegas. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But he sure as hell didn't go down into a ravine or go across here. Well, I'm going to kill myself and go down into a ravine. It doesn't happen with suicides.